ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. It is Wednesday, and that means one thing. It is 8 p.m. I got all that mixed up then. It is 3 men and a vape show. Good evening, everybody. I hope you are all fine and dandy out there in YouTube land. Yes, YouTube land. We have got our normal casters, the wonderful Harley and Mr. B, and we have got Finn Vape Reviews from the local shop. Yes.
Local shop?
It's not a vape shop, it's just a local shop, really. It's
sell tea bags. We actually do sell tea bags.
You do, yeah. Well, that's how you stayed open. But we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But we'll get the show going. Big love to everybody who's joined us in chat. I've not had a beer, I promise. In chat. Really, every week you support this channel. Thank you so much in this show. You're all a bunch of stars. That started off well. I knew I should have gone and had that nap. Harley, how are you, brother?
I'm good. I'm glad to see Pippa back. I don't know if you guys remember, Pippa always used to be on when Mr. B joined Free Men the Vape Show. And because I showed more love to Pippa, and so did the viewers, I think he binned her off and kind of stealing my limelight.
Yeah, I put her on the naughty step. Nobody steals my limelight ever.
And how are you, Mr. B?
I'm stuck on this YouTubing. It's like, over the hills and far away, the YouTubies are out to play. I'll be Tinky Winky, you can be Lala. Finn can be Dipsy.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to be Poe.
No, the dick from Derby's Poe. He's always Poe.
Oh, you can't say that to the poor lad.
Why?
Well, you can do.
He's not poor.
Really, can't you?
He's not poor. He owns the shop. He's Rockefeller.
Yeah.
And we are also joined by Finn. How are you, brother?
I'm good. It's nice to be on.
Yeah, mate. No, we've
been
been on about getting you on for a while, haven't we?
Yeah. It's been a while. Finally got around to it.
No, it's absolutely fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are a bunch of stars for joining us, and it is Wednesday. It's going to be a nice, chilled-out show. At the top of the comment section, it's going to be a brilliant day today.
Jesus!
At the top of the chat, it is pinned the Sober October. I think we're roughly around about £831. So it's up there. Go and press it. We are on day 20. The vlog will be out after the show, which is absolutely fantastic. We are going to be doing as well next week. We're going to be doing a auction. There's going to be loads of different stuff to be able to get to auction off. So make sure you're here next week. It will be a good giggle. And we will have a couple of guests as well, some nice YouTubers.
A couple?
YouTubers. Yes.
Shall I auction Pippa off for £1 million?
Oh, no, you can't. You'd never get the postage. You'd never get the postage.
For £1 million, I'd drive her.
That's not what that lady said today, did she?
No.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, again, big love to everybody in chat, but we've also got the people on the replay. Let's play the bumper.
This one's for all the cool cats on the replay.
People on the replay, don't worry, it is a relentless, it isn't a beer, just to let you all know.
Full moon, first of all.
It's a fermented relentless.
Full moon with all the vids I've ever viewed. I've never viewed a vid as valued as Liz's vid. And also, it was better, but a bit of better butter. Fuck you, full moon. Aced it, didn't I? Aced it. And let's see how many times it takes Harley to read through my tongue twister.
I'm sorry you didn't ace that because you did what my sister does. Butter.
Butter.
Butter has 2 T's in it.
It is butter.
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 I fucking hate it with my sister. You got any butter? No, I don't have butter. I have butter.
The day I'm dining with the Queen is the day I'll say butter. Butter, man, yes.
The day I'm in public is the day I use
Okay, Mr.
English.
B trying to be posh. Next thing he's going to tell me he don't wee in the fucking bath. He does it in the sponge and wrings it out.
I
in the
don't
sink.
have. We've been through. I don't have a bath. It's pointless in me having a bath. I don't have to put an inch of water in it. It'd be fucking useless.
That's what the hose pipe is for, isn't it, Mr. B?
Yes.
Richard Kidd, damn, missed the live yet again. Lol, great show. Number 1 in me opinion. Lol. Rob Stanley. Now, Rob Stanley thought he'd be a bit clever with Polish. Luckily, I've got Google Translate, and it says, I have nothing important to say. I would just like to see Harley deal with it. And I dealt with it. See, 2 today, and I'm flying them out park, aren't I? Essence of Vapes, great show, guys. Sorry I couldn't watch live. Big love, guys. Fletch. See, this one caught me out, and it's not even intentional. F1H Fletch. Sean should be on the show all the time, as him and Aiden are comic together. Harley should retire. Laugh, laugh, laughing face, laughing face, laughing face. I'm emphasising the laughing faces.
Expect Steve Fletch back.
JP Vapes, Replay Ranger. Sorry, wrong show. Enjoy the show, guys. I don't get to watch live due to work. Liz, just Team Harley. Whoop, whoop.
Big
And that's it.
Liz.
That's all the replays.
Thank you so much, everybody. And again, if you are watching on the replay, you mean just as much to us. Make sure you leave us a comment down below. And we will read it out. Well, Harley will read it out next week. They've tried to get you this week, haven't they?
Yeah, but to be fair, it's when... But that's all right, because then I'll try. It's when I'm not trying that my brain goes, you can't read, asshole.
Oh, so what you're saying is then, normally you just turn up and you can't be arsed trying. That's what you just said.
No, it means I can't read. So when someone puts it at...
Clearly you can. You've just proven you can. You've just
Mate,
said,
you read Polish. You did a tongue twister. That's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
We know what to expect every week now, Harley. You've just set the bar.
Rob Barry, really
Darby
nice to see you,
Scollins
buddy.
on
I was
point.
thinking about you the other day. Hope you're okay, mate.
Darby Scollins on point.
Yeah, you've
Everything.
done it. Polish were brilliant. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget we will be doing your Rochford giveaway a little bit later on. Just in the corner, there is a code 3Men Vape. You get 15% off. Get yourself over to the Rochford project and get yourself some gorgeous juice. Gorgeous. You can get your hands on that, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit later on. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Yes. Quite happy.
I've lost mine.
Aye, not too
I've lost
bad,
it.
son.
So we've got Finn on. How you doing, Finn? You all right, buddy?
Yeah, all good. All good.
Now, Finn works in our local shop just on the corner. He's literally so many doors away from me. So we've been saying to get him on the show for quite a while. And
Yes.
one of the reasons we wanted to do it was we talk a lot on this channel about how the people who are on YouTube are like the hobbyists. And then the people who are coming into the shop are probably the people who don't know anything about YouTube. And it's what they actually see in the shop. What do you reckon about that, Finn?
Yeah. So the hobbyists are the easier ones from what I found.
Because
The
you don't
newcomers.
even... last time I went in, I think you had to go and get some cotton from the back, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Hold
Yeah.
on a minute. Hang on a second. Now, let's just rewind here a minute.
Matty?
That is not... You just told a little bit of bullshit there, sir, Mr. Aiden. The reason why I got Finn on was what you told me earlier. I saw him take the piss out of you last night, and I thought, you know what, we're going to get him on take the piss again. That's what you told me.
Well, it was in the back of my mind. It's not my fault you can't do the R-tank, is it?
That arse tank is a piece of shit. It's a temperamental twat,
Right.
and I hate it. So there you go.
Not the only thing that's temperamental, then, huh?
It's a fucking hell. He's going to
No.
throw his dummy out. That one he got from Skegness.
He's on one. He's on one.
So, Finn, yeah, obviously your shop is totally different. There's very little RDAs in there and RTAs.
Yeah.
A lot of them are starter kits. And you do sell the disposables as well, don't you?
Yes. It has died down for the past week. I know it's not a lot, but past week I've had probably half the amount of people in for them. I have tried to get people, but probably half. No, it was 30% are on kit now. So even if it's just like a Nord kit, and they're buying the IVG salts, because when they realise it tastes the same, if not better, all I've got to do is change the coil. I'm just trying to get round to them that changing the coil, it's press fit. It's not that much harder than buying £20 worth of disposables every 3 days, 4 days. But yeah,
I nipped in to pick up some Nick salts from you, and you just turned somebody there from using the disposables onto a T22 kit from Inikin, which is a really decent kit for a starter. Obviously, it is. I don't like using the word gateway in anything to do with vaping, but it is a gateway for somebody to start where it's simple for them to come off them stinkies and then move on to a different setup.
Yeah, it's definitely
Mr. Big, you're
It's an
squinting
easy
your
way.
face like you've got piles.
Yeah, no, I don't agree that the disposables are a gateway. I believe that's what they're used for, but I don't believe that's what the idea of them was about in the first place. I think the idea of disposables was quite simple. If you're going on holiday, or if you're driving a long distance, or you just need something where or going out on a night out, for instance, then you pick up a disposable. That's what I always believed they were for.
I think you've got to look at it as a whole. And again, we're going back to whether it's a vapor of what age. Now, if you've got Ethel who's over the road in the club, she's not particularly wanting to be able to have to go and fill a juice up, go and charge a battery, go and find coils and stuff like that. So it was a part of it. I totally agree with what you're saying. Absolutely perfect for going on holiday, sticking in the car, having it as a backup, like if your coils have gone or something like that. But I also feel that it is for maybe the older people or people who don't want to have battery chargers, who haven't got a laptop to charge the up. They don't know what they're doing. It all seems a lot of complicated. Where only thing you're doing is getting that you're taking out the bungs or whatever, and you're vaping it.
You're not telling me that something like a Caliburn or a Zross is complicated.
Well, it is. If you're sitting down there with a 50 to 70-year-old woman or man, whatever, who doesn't want to, to charge it, and then they've got to take the coils out, and then they've got to fill it and fanny around with it.
Even my 80-year-old uncle can charge a mobile phone. If they can charge a mobile phone, they can charge a vape.
But I've got a customer. She's got a T18E. The perfect vape to suit her needs. She drops her kits everywhere, smashing the glass. The perfect vape for her would be disposable, which is on 3 milligram. And it's hard to get 0 milligram. She wants nicotine. She needs disposable for her lifestyle, but she wants T18E, so I think it suits that sort of people.
You wouldn't break a glass on something like a Zross or a Caliburn if you dropped it.
Again, it's
I could throw this across the room and it wouldn't break.
See, the major issue with disposables is it's same as the big tobacco products. And I think the big tobacco products have started to amend it over time. But for a long time, the big tobacco products only sold 18 and 12 milligrams and nothing lower. So they can't say that they're trying to get people off nicotine completely because they're not. And all the disposables, I messaged Finn over a week when I was stocking them because I'd only just reopened shop. So I messaged Finn and said, Finn, I need these disposables because everyone wants them. What disposables shall I get? And I messaged a few other people as well. And I noticed then as I was looking online, because wholesalers have got so many different brands, and you can find like 7 different brands at one wholesalers, and you go to a different one, they've got another different 7 that's not even on theirs. But every single one of them are 20 milligrams, straight across the board. Even if it were 20, 10, 0, it'd be better than nothing, but they're all 10, absolutely everyone. Which, while I've got Mike, Finn, I'm going to ask, when I reopened the shop, I've never ever in the life of having VapeMill had to refuse anyone because we didn't have ID. After reopening, it's by daily basis now. I'm having to say, have you got any ID? And I mean, these kids are nowhere near 18. I mean, there was someone earlier that was 14. I said, well, how old are you? I'm 14. Yeah. Have you found that you're getting younger customers since these have come out? Or is it same? Or
I've had probably 1 or 2 a day. They come in, I ask them to leave straight away. I can't touch them, obviously. Ask them to leave, I can edge my way towards them, and all they say is, my dad's going to come and get me one, I want to see what flavours you've got. And they just try their hardest to stay in store. I can't touch them, just got to try and edge my way, but I have probably 1 or 2 a day. And then they're the same kids every time. I can't say what they are, but local nuisances.
So you say there is an increase since disposable?
Definitely an increase, yeah, definitely.
Just going in a bit on chat there, Vaping Pastor was saying it's nothing to do with age, and then Colette was saying that her 35-year-old sister thinks that the Caliburn G is a bit of faff.
See, now I'm going to say something a bit controversial here because I saw that comment and I was about to say something. I'm sorry for jumping in. Now, this is going to be controversial, and I'm sorry if you take offence to this, but if someone said to me, whatever age they are, said to me, that is too much of a faff around to use, my answer to that is, well, you don't want to quit smoking. Because that is not too much of a faff.
I totally disagree with that.
That's why I said it's controversial.
I'll tell you why I totally disagree with that. I've again, over the road, the Workmen's Club is there. I have turned so many people onto vaping who have tried other systems. You know, we're going back. You couldn't get any simpler than the cartomizers where you just filled it up. They got this. They couldn't get the right juice. They couldn't get the right flavors from it. They couldn't. Just all of it was too much of a faff. And what it was as well was they'd have that one battery like that. The Caliburn. They just have one battery, and then they go out, and then it'd run out, and they forget to charge it or whatever else. Where I've spoke to people who are now some of these who I've turned over to using pod systems and getting them to get to. have tried the disposable side of it, and they're going, I think these are absolutely brilliant, because I was spending £13-14 a day on cigarettes, and I'm spending now £5 for a disposable, where I just stick it in my top pocket and a spare one, and I'm out and I'm gone.
No, I get that, but my point, if I was a smoker and I was desperate to quit smoking, if I thought that was too much for faff around, Sam would smack me round the face.
Yeah, what I'm trying to get to,
you just being fucking lazy. Boom.
Yeah, what I think I'm trying to get to is that not everybody is the same. And it might...
I get that.
You know what I mean? There's certain people who like RTA, somebody like RDA, some likes Big Wattage, some like Martelon. In the vaping sort of side of it, everybody's not the same. Some people might find that a faff, but you've then got an option. I'm not saying to stay with that option, but they've got an option to get them off of them stinkers. It's that first run at getting off them stinkers.
Yeah, no, I just don't agree with... Well, no, I get why it's used as a gateway. I just don't agree with disposables being used as a gateway when...
But why? Why?
But for the simple reason is, we've got all this problem with disposables as they are. There's too many being sold, and it's environmental health, and everyone kicking off about them.
Yeah.
For me personally, especially financially as well, it is better to start someone on a Zeros or a Caliburn than it is disposables. We worked out on the Tuesday Chill that you're about £500 better off per year going on to a Zeros or a Caliburn G than you are disposables. So now, but I do get, there was the other side of the coin where disposables, going in the morning to buy a disposable like you would a packet of fags, it is roughly the same, so you have the same sort of routine and things like that. But for me, personally, I think disposables are used in the wrong way, which is why we're selling too many of them.
For the financial part of it, that's it is financially better over the year, but if it's
quite
just a
considerably
gateway
financially
and
better.
But if they're doing it just for like say a month and then they buy a kit, they're not, or even a week, they're not forking out say from 25 to 45.
A week, not a week.
Up.
Getting someone to start for a week is different. Is when I say gateway, I'm about someone going right now. I'm starting vaping. And I'm going to do it for a year on disposables.
But no, that's not what a gateway is it? That's somebody doing it on disposal.
But after a week, I mean, I get it if maybe even for a day. Because how long does a disposable last? 500 puffs. Okay. To me, that's about a day. Some of them you might get 200-300 puffs out of them. So you're going to be buying 7 when really you could just buy one of these.
I think what you're sort of missing is if somebody had already got one of these and now they've got to pick the juice. Number one, they've got to pick the juice.
Right, same with disposable.
Yeah, so you're picking a flavour, you're not picking a juice.
Same with disposable. How is it any different? You're still picking a flavour.
No,
you're still picking a flavour.
You're picking a flavour, but it doesn't quite work like that. If you've got a disposable, you go in there and you find as well with these disposables, you get quite a nice little strong flavour from it. And it seems to be loaded with flavour with a lot of these disposables. But also, if you're going to go in there and you're going to go, right, I'm just going to start off with that blackcurrant one there. You haven't got 17,000 of them all at the back. You then got to prime your coil up, or if you're having one that inserts into it, if that person doesn't want that faff of then having to charge it, find somewhere. Let me finish.
Go on.
Find somewhere to go and charge it. Doesn't want to be fanning around with batteries, buying extra pods, storing them all. What they want to do is they just want to start vaping, go and just buy one thing. They don't have to charge it. They don't have to put a coil in it. They don't have to prime it. They don't have to buy extra bits for it. There's no bottles. They don't have to carry it around, and when it runs out, they've got to then fill it up. It's a start off. So even if they started off on that for a month or 2 months and then decided, right, I'm going to move on. I've got the feel for it. I know what I like, and then go on to it.
Right. So because they don't have to fill it up with different juices and stuff, no, what they have to do then is throw it away and go to the shop to buy another one. So they've got to then get in the car, drive to the shop to pick up another one and start again. Whereas if they're home, they could just...
Why don't they buy 7 at once?
But your problem is, right,
so it's the same as going to pick one bottle of juice up, innit? You won't...
And they don't have to do it for juice. But I've got a customer of last week that's 35, and he's never wanted to start vaping because he don't want to fuck about with coils. Another thing we forget about faffing is vapes leak. And all right, even if you've got one that don't leak, people still associate, oh, well, he got juice all that burnt taste. And he's got that firmly in his head. So he's going, I don't want any of that faffing. I don't want leaking in my pocket. I just want a nice, simple thing that I open the packet and go like I would a fag. So I go, yeah, fair enough.
Yep.
There you go. And if I try and barter him down to buying a mod, which the only benefit other than the environment, which you said of a week, we don't give a shit. And then obviously kids vaping, he's 35, so he's not going to give a shit about that either. He's going to go, well, I don't want to save half price because that little bit more I'm spending means I don't have to do that faffing. And EC Click asked me to feature in an article the other week. And in it, I put my main point of it. They asked me to feature as a retailer. And my main point of my section was, yeah, they've got the place, and yeah, they've got some really negative side effects. But I've come to a conclusion, the only thing we can do is let them be in the industry and have the responsibility of reviewers and vape shops, like Finn was saying at the beginning, of going, right, you've had a week on these disposables.
Swap it round, Nicky.
You've had a week on these disposables. Have you seen these Caliburns, or even the Smock Novos, where you just change the pod and put a new pod in without having to change your coil? It's cheaper for you.
Exactly.
It's better for the environment, blah, blah, blah. So I have kind of shifted a little bit. I'm kind of going, there is a place for them more than I thought there was. The responsibility now relies with us as reviewers, influencers, and shopkeepers to go, right, well, you don't want to be using these for the rest of your life because that's not what they're for. Here, now you're in the gate, let's work something out that's even better for you. It's better flavour, battery lasts longer, it's cheaper for you, there's more flavours available. You know, I mean... So
the other bit as well to it, if that person is happy to buy them and happy to use them, whether we think that because we know that it is cheaper to use one of these and you'd be a lot better getting it, if they are happy and they are not smoking, then it doesn't matter.
Exactly, yeah. That we all agree on, 100%. Then they're all here to stop speak. All we're arguing right now is semantics.
Yeah. The only thing,
it's
the only alternative you can offer somebody like that customer I've just mentioned, other than a disposable, is he goes to Asda and buys a big bastard fucking
Bob's
tobacco
bastard
brand.
beans.
Big tobacco brand that's got a free pill pod that he just puts in and puffs on and fucking kills him because they don't give a shit what he does to him. You know what I mean?
With
so
the
you
side
kind of...
effects,
It's...
The one thing I brought up when you're saying side effects of using disposables, the only one that they always bring up is these geek bars. They're giving people nosebleeds.
There was a thing from Geek Vape, though, weren't there, that they tweeted probably about 6 weeks ago now about fake geek bars.
There is, but it's the Geek Bar Pros they're on about when people were selling them. 50 milligram Geek Bar Pros, people vape it. I haven't vaped before. Nicotine's an irritant. Blowing it out your nose. What's it going to cause? You scratch your nose inside, you're going to get a nosebleed. Blowing it out your nose, 50 milligram is strong, whether it's Nic Salt or not. But
that's going to do some damage. I mean,
it's going to cause stuff. Call it dangerous. It's just misuse, I think. Misuse of the geek
Well,
bar.
the thing about it, they shouldn't. Again, this is where we were talking the other week about shops need to have where it's vape shops that sell these, not the local pub or the local like bargain booze or the Tesco's. It needs to be put into a vape shop so people can regulate what's going in there because 50 milligram disposables aren't allowed in this country. No. The highest you can get is 20 milligram Nic Salts on them. That's what it should be, or 24 milligram, but it's 20 milligram they are. It's only like America where they have the 50 milligram anyway. So if they are getting them in and it's a shop that's selling them, then they shouldn't be doing it.
Someone made a valid comment to me the other day, is that we should treat vape in this country a little bit like they treat cannabis in Amsterdam, where you can only buy it from certain shops. You can only buy it from coffee shops, for instance. And it's regulated through those coffee shops. And I think that was a good point. And I think vape should only be allowed to be sold from dedicated vape shops where they know what they're saying and know what they're doing.
Well, on the Easy Click article, Michelle commented something that no one else had thought of. What about the fakes? The market's going to be right for him. And that is a good point. There is always going to be the retailer trying to buy it cheaper, some dodgy warehouse somewhere trying to make duff ones for half price and sell them on. There's always going to be that issue. But if we look at it on a wider spectrum, like I refuse to buy batteries off eBay. And I'm not saying all the batteries on eBay are fake or anything. But if I'm buying a battery as a whole retailer, I always get mine from wholesale, so I don't choose a retailer. But
Yeah.
I always make sure it's come from a reputable place. Now, even if it's an online shop I've never bought from before or heard of, I'd still rather go into a brick and mortar shop and buy them because, you know what I mean, just because of that, you've got a bit more chance of it being reputable. And it goes a long way. If you look what happened in America, that's because it was dodgy liquids inside.
Yeah.
Is it really opening to that? The batteries, if they start blowing up on people, you know what I mean? Like the Geek Bar things, 50 milligram, it's illegal in this country anyway. So it was that, and they were fake. You know what I mean?
It's like there were people selling them out of. I remember a Talford Vapor. He were a reviewer quite a while back. He was setting up he were going to call it Vandy Vape, and he was actually going to sell it from a back of a van at a car boot sale. And have it like a store at the back.
Yeah, I get it.
And there's quite a couple that if you go to these... I remember when they stopped putting 30ml bottles with nicotine in them. You still go to a car boot a year later on and they'd still have loads of juice that people couldn't shit. They were selling it. And it needs to be... And it's not just the shops like Finn's shop. It needs to be online that's regulated as well, where people can be stopped from buying the disposables or whatever else because they don't know where it's going. I'm not saying crush online, but what I'm saying is they should have it where they are, what's the word? Not questionable. What's that bit where they're notable, whatever it is. So they've got to show a passport or they've got to show a driving license before they can actually get it. All right, people can get fake stuff, but it needs to be where it's a little bit more regulated.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you've only got to look. Last week in the news in Russia, 29 people died because there was dodgy vodka going around. They got ethanol or whatever else in it. We all know about the snide fags. The scrape up ones. They killed my mum. You know, like you can get them for 20 quid, and they're not proper cigarettes. They're just made in a factory with the scrapings up or whatever else is on there.
Ducados.
That hot dog bag. That hot dog bag's made up of all shit that falls on the floor.
Yeah.
So someone once gave me one of them. This is like 10, 15 years ago. Someone once gave me one of them dodgy fags. I swear to God, 3 pebbles dropped out of it.
I tried the Turner ones once when I was smoking, basically sticks, and it was the fake stuff. That put me off for quite a while. That was short before I started vaping, actually, because I just realised.
Totally right, Graham. It isn't the vape shops that are the problem. It's the other shops that are selling this stuff. Like what Finn said, it's like if you went into Bunny's shop and somebody walked into Bunny's shop, she would make sure that there was of age and they was doing the right thing. If they walk into the bargain booze and they're selling dispose whatever else, they're not going to give them monkeys. They're just going to go, here you go.
Faxi, you can buy tobacco online here. I don't know what it's like in America, but you can here.
Can you? I
Amazon
didn't know you could do that.
Amazon sells ciggies.
Do they? That's terrible. They should stop that as well.
They sell rolling tobacco and all sorts.
Right, well, it is our pass. I've really enjoyed this. I love a debate like this. It is really, really good. And thank you so much to everybody in chat as well for joining in on it. It is absolutely brilliant. But we're going to have to do the Han chat. Yeah, thumbs up. 90 people watching. Han Jack.
The hand
That's just not working.
You've taken a Harley pill this week, haven't you?
It's just not working. I'm tired. I am so
swapped
tired.
brains. That's what it is.
It is hand check time, people.
It's that time, people. It's hand check time.
That's what it is, mate.
It's withdrawals. 20 days in and it's withdrawals. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the Go Sober link is at the top. Right then, Harley.
Wait one second, I'm just rearranging them. I put them in wrong folder. I put them in text folder. How?
You put them in the text folder. So yes, like I said, the link is above there. We are on day 20. The vlog's coming out. If you've not seen any of the vlogs on Urban LBV, it is out straight away after the show.
We've got full. Sorry, I'm back. We've got Carl Woodford.
We've got Cardamom Woodfool.
We've got Carl Woodford. Getting ready for tonight's show.
That is the best apple pie vape I have ever tasted. That KSRTD.
Is it?
KSTRD. Yeah, best apple pie custard flavour I've ever tasted.
Has it got cinnamon in it?
No, it's a straight apple pie.
No-go for me.
It's straight. No, it's no cinnamon in it. It's a straight apple pie custard sweet goodness.
I don't like cinnamon.
No, it's got no cinnamon in it at all.
I was thinking I like his setup, but that drip tip looks far too small for my liking.
Yeah, it's stubby.
Stubby.
I'd get burning lips on that.
Yeah, that's the same.
Kieran Doyle with a Van de Vape Requiem. BF with Kit, with some super good 06.
I'm loving that see-through side. That's fucking brilliant.
Is it? I thought he just opened it up.
He's opened it up, hasn't it?
That's wise we've got him.
He's taking the piss.
Oh, but then
So
again,
that every time.
You can get some of them as well.
Fuck's sake.
Craig Welsh and check. August Vape Foxy One with the Drugger RTA.
I've never seen one of them in person. Has he got massive hands, or is that a really small mod?
No, he's got huge hands, mate. He's like fucking Jack the Giant.
Yeah, it's a mix of both. It's not a huge mod, but they are some big hands.
All right, Lee. Oh, that's nice.
Ooh.
It's Darren James's. It's the Swordfish.
Yeah.
It is.
He has
called
some
it.
stunning mods.
I don't know why. When I first looked at it, I'm thinking Minion. Banana.
For vaping with custom cap, with some Chicos coils, putting some Mr. Whipper.
That looks really nice, that.
It does. Beautiful. I can't do white though. Like Mr. Beast last week, I'd destroy it. This is Faxi EMS 82. American Flag Rinko Mech. Do you know, I reviewed these when I first started out, and it really pissed me off that they're called mech mods and they're not mech.
I've tried one. They look really nice, but they feel... The one I got felt a bit cheap. But
they don't feel as armoured as they look. They feel quite plasticky, don't they?
They weren't expensive, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, they wasn't
they were
expensive.
dirty.
They were quite... You know, they were meant to look better than they actually were.
Up on top, he's got the
But it's good.
PMP pod tank, and he's also got the Kaelin on the other.
Poor Fax, he sat there going, cheeky fucking bastards. They're my favourite mods.
Sorry.
That's on some sort of arcade game as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was thinking that. You know, then when you get like 200 games on it.
Yeah.
That's the Street Fighter control.
The Groose.
Anna Ruett. I didn't pronounce it wrong, it's my accent. And check with the Jamful Dodger inside.
Ooh, what's the tank?
Lovely, man.
I was wondering that. It looks familiar. I've probably reviewed it.
Top airflow. Oh, that's the intake. Is it the intake?
No, is it?
It looks like the intake.
I know I've reviewed it. I'm sure I have.
I think that's the intake. You can see the airflow things at the side. Let us know in chat. I think it's the intake. Do you think it is, Finn?
Not sure. Can't quite
Looks
see.
like
Intake
Shag
suburb.
Powder.
Yeah, Matt
It
is here
like
somewhere.
Horizon
Mannion said it is.
oil.
Looks like Shag Powder to me.
We've got Macaulay Duffin.
That's massive.
Elux Max. 4K puffs. 4,000 puffs. Berry apples. Banana. For tonight's show.
Jesus, that's huge.
It's the 4,000 puff
That's
one.
what she said. See, I don't mind that. I don't mind disposables like that because the more puffs you get out of it, the less you're going to buy.
That one he was showing me on FaceTime earlier while we were both at work. You can recharge it. You can't sell it. You get it imported.
Is it one of them that you throw away when the coil's fucked?
Basically, you throw it away when you can't take your juice no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can recharge it then?
You can recharge it 4,000 puff, but there's too much juice in there. Because of the size of it, the battery's not big enough for the amount of juice in there, so you have to recharge it to keep using it. USB-C as well. USB-C on that.
Right.
Market.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. No,
Tiny.
looks like a deformed nipple.
She's got an innie.
I'm not being funny, but that's definitely not an innie. That's an outie.
Well, it all
That is
depends.
massive.
It's got a lovely areola.
What is wrong with you people? God's sake. Oh, Matt, I forgot to turn it round again. I'm sorry, dude.
You didn't even tell us what that was.
Because, man, it's either Mark H wrote it down dodgy or I've wrote it down dodgy. So I'm not even going to attempt to.
Oh, go on.
Dust cap. It's also got dust cap in it from cars.
Wait. It says AV and then a
Have.
space, and
It.
Gyre, Gyre. So I'm
Looks
I
nice.
kind of looked and went back. Don't look like name of a mod, but it does say AV and then space Gyre kit. Mark H, come on, tell us what it is.
I've got you.
Matt Mannion with a lot of no frills. I'm sorry for not turning it around, dude. I really am.
Can't you do
You're
it?
trying to
in
give
the-
everyone a broken neck, aren't you? That's what you're trying to do.
You can do it.
Fair
You see
bit
that
of-
one that's got like that thingy? It turns round. Up.
Yes, at top there. I'm
Great.
trying to click on it.
I can't see top because
You know where the heart is? It's next there. You go.
There you go.
Yeah.
And again. There you go, son.
yeah, but Matt, stop share button we're in with, so I had to
Ah.
minimize screen.
Next week, we teach him how to copy and paste.
Oh, you.
That no frills is good.
Yeah, they're quite cheap as well, no frills, and you
Yeah.
can get 80 mil at 50/50 as well, which is good for people that want bigger 50/50 bottles.
Oh, you
Get
can
it.
have them. Oh, lovely.
Nicky Maynard.
Nicky.
I like that
That
picture
is-
for some reason.
That is balancing that.
Yeah.
That is a gift.
Yeah.
You go round his
sorry,
house and you have to get your dinner off him, like when he's doing them plates.
The only thing that ran through my head when I saw that was I started singing the Wild Wild West tune.
Yeah.
Wild Wild West. Jim.
It's quite nice that grape as well. Again, they do really good deals as well.
What's the tank on the left?
I can't really see if I'm honest.
Oh, it's the. I've just seen the logo.
Taurus.
Taurus.
Yeah, that's the one. I didn't see the logo when I asked him. I saw it and I clicked and I felt like a dick. Paul Anderson works at OG Pulse mod with the Torrent Solo and OG Pulse.
Liking
again,
the photograph
with
as well. Black
Yeah, a
and
little bit,
white.
of pop,
Yeah.
little bit of pop colour there.
It's good that.
Artistic. Nice.
Nice big button. Has he made them?
Oh,
Has
they're
it made
pulses.
Oh, the
Yeah, the
pulses,
pulses.
aren't they? Yeah, sorry.
They're Vandivate pulses.
Sorry.
Not really much point in me reading art if you're not going to listen, is there?
Sorry, bro.
Just saying. That's it. We are done, I believe.
Oh, that's wicked.
Yay!
Thank you so much to everybody who was put in for the hand checks. If you want to get involved in it, just get over to the Facebook page, 3 Men and a Vape show on Facebook. Can't talk today, and become a member, and then just post it on a Wednesday. The e-cig Click Awards are out, people. All three of us vote for whoever you want for the best YouTube reviewer. And also, if you are in the group for 3 Men and a Vape Show, please could you put us down for nomination as the best YouTube group, please?
Damn right. Damn spam.
Pretty
doors.
please
I'm going to
with
do
the
that
cherry
now.
on toppy top. Right
Oh, I don't like
then,
that.
we will give Harley a little bit of a rest and we'll go over to the wonderful Mr. B. We will be doing your Rochford giveaway, and don't forget, while the show's live, you've got a chance to get 15% off at the Rochford site. Use 3 Men Vape. And we will do the deals. I love this. Every time I play this, it makes me
Yeah.
smile.
A message from deep within the jungle. I've searched high and low for a lot of the deals. So here from VAPE, deals of the week.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, vapers of all ages, 18 and plus,
Thanks,
obviously.
Mark Gage.
I've got some deals for you, and I'm going to give a big thank you to UK Andy and Vaping Pasty for sending me a couple this week.
Big love,
If you
Pasty.
do-
And
If
Andy.
you do have some deals that you want to send them to me, get in touch. We're starting off with our friends over at Washington Vapes, who are selling the Wake Bigfoot 200 watt kit for just $15.90.
I like that black one.
Yeah, I do. I
Is
think
it-
for 16 quid, it's definitely.
Is it rubberized?
Let's have a look. See, the Bigfoot 200 watt by Wake Modco is an ultra luxurious, high performance vape systems. Incorporating
Are we getting a full review here or what?
visually striking design element and proprietary chipset,
Somewhere.
blah, 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 blah. It looks good. It might be rubbery. It might not. For 15 quid, do you really give a fuck? There you go. That's the Wake Bigfoot from Washington Vapes. Moving on, we've got the Kangatech 5.6. We've got 5 on in. AKD Series 5X, 18650, 222 watt, because 221 just ain't good enough. Starter kit was $49.99, now $27.99. You get it in blue. You get it in green.
That's not blue.
That's not
You
blue.
get it
The other
in-
one's green, isn't it?
You get it in yellow. Well, it's more cyan, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
cyan.
Do you know somebody like you go out shopping with your wife too much, you know? Because my wife's like, you know, when you go and get paint and you go, that's turquoise. No, it's not. It's cyan.
Yeah, it's cyan. Well, I deal with printing.
That's
so I know
lime
the
green.
difference.
No, it's not. It's yellow. Fucking where's
That's
your
it,
eyes
half.
painted on?
It's fucking
Half and half.
pink, pea green, and piss yellow. There you go. That's $27.99. Now, all of our friends at eSig1, check in the post, is selling the Geek Vape Z50 50 watt kit.
Not bad at all,
Was
that.
$44.99, now reduced to $31.99. Check this out. You can get Spantastic Rainbow.
Yeah, that's the one they sent out for me to review. I hate him, me.
Ooh, Rainbow.
Disgusting.
Now then, the last one, ladies and gentlemen. If you are feeling well and you want to buy yourself some illness, how about some Aspirea? Vaping 101 are selling this awesome mod, which was $54.99, now just $29.99.
Really good
You-
mod. I've got it here.
You get it in granite grey, you get it in black Alcantara, you get it in grey denim and retro brune. I think for $29.99, that's a bloody good price shop.
It's a really good mod as well.
Yeah. And you can, if you turn around when you receive it, when you finally get Aspirea, you can ring your boss and say, I'm not well today. What's wrong with you? I've got some Aspirea. And there you go. But you're not lying, you're telling the truth. And there are your deals for this week. The Wake a Bigfoot 200 watt for $15.99. The Kangatech, have you got 5 on it for $27.99. The Geek Vape Z50, $31.99, and some Aspirea for $29.99. There are your deals of the week.
That's absolutely brilliant. That Spire, I've got it here. It is a really nice mod. Really nice mod. And a review that I've just released on the channel as well, which is a really nice mod, is the new IPV V200. That's a nice mod. Just got
That does look a nice mod.
It's got such a simple menu. It's got the new Yeehee chip in there, but it's got. And what I like about it is you can take the battery, instead of having like battery doors, it's just to the side. I quite like that.
Yeah.
Nice mod. Just simple wattage. You got nothing else. Just simple wattage. Very,
You should
very
hurry up
simple
and
menu.
buy the. You should hurry up and buy the Kangatex before the museum buys them all.
Yes, they are. They are. Like, they do belong in the museum, but still, cracking
Marcus
piece of
just
kit to
bought,
have.
literally didn't know Kangatech was still about.
Well,
How did we?
Kangatech have been building other people's mods. They did the it's down there. I showed it the other day. That one where you can split it. What's it called? Oh.
I love it when he talks to his wall.
Yeah, I do. But he's talking to his fish.
Talk to the fish.
Fucking
It's
dick.
the one where they
Oh,
split it. I can't remember what it's called. It's from France. They made that one. They've made a couple of them. I will remember it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your Rochford giveaway. We will be doing the tech. Just press that. Stick Rochford in, ladies and gentlemen, and you've got, just stick it in once and you've got a chance to win 2 bottles of the finest. I don't know what that wink we're all about. Right, Ollie, it is time for Holly's Tech Report.
Yeah, it's Holly's Tech Report.
Tech Report.
Oh, not another dead rabbit.
Yeah.
We got another
one.
dead
Not
rabbit.
another dead
Another
rabbit.
one.
You'll be setting Matthew off in chat.
Can't they just understand the fucking thing's dead and think of a different name?
See, Mr. B, you're not the only one who has problem. Matthew in there, he's had a bit of trouble with his as well. He said it's just really muted flavour and it leaks on him.
You'll be catching an iPhone up soon. iPhone
Yeah.
6, iPhone 7, iPhone 22. Does the same thing.
They're going to have to
Great.
call it the Rochford, not the Rochford, they're going to have to call it the Rocky Rabbit.
Rocky rabbit.
Do you reckon the people at Hell Vape are just extremely forgetful? What do we call the last one? I don't know. We'll call this one
Reborn
Dead
Rabbit.
Rabbit 3.
Hellvape, if you're listening, wear rabbit for your next one. What,
Could
yeah,
call the next one Dead Squirrel, for fuck's sake, please.
No, I'll start getting paranoid, man. Especially if there's 3 of them. We can have another secret, you know.
Think about it.
Arcus. Now, Smock at the minute are massively on a let's revamp shit and put a number 2 behind
Yeah,
it.
that looks
mode.
proper 2015, that, doesn't it?
Jesus.
They've done a Novo. I think they've done a Node again. They've done the Morph Pod. But to be fair, the Morph Pod's up to 80. Smock are proper pushing the second version of everything lately. And then after the push for second version of everything, they'll come out with new colours for everything that they did a second version on.
So they'll bring out a third version.
They all do the same thing. Just the same kit, look different.
Yeah, it's dual battery 18650. Yay. There's shitloads here as well. So they're the colours. There you go. Get your eyes full. Boom. There's the components of it. It's mouth. Nothing short of powerful. Yeah, great. 200 watts. Pisses me off that they brag about 200 watts when it only comes up with 80 watt coils.
You know what?
Exclusive for cloud chasers. Beautiful.
I have not seen a new piece of kit as less inspiring as that.
Like I said, it just looks like a mod from 2015.
I just
Look boring.
It's quite dangerous as well because the USB-C arcs, look, it's really... Watch your fingers if you're charging it, guys.
Yeah.
you got the touch.
Oh, look, it's got a firebar. Woo! And it's got different coloured screen. Yay.
They've done that in every single mod they have. Every single one. I'm not a fan of Smock.
But they put 5 braces on the coils, look. Innovation there, guys.
Wow.
It does that original Smock thing that we've done since TFV4.
It
Ooh.
ruins it. It ruins the seals.
Right,
You know,
so
this
let's move on
must
to the
be-
good shit.
This must be the most overpaid R&D department in the fucking world.
Now, I think we've got to a point now where we just use the same images over and over again because everything looks fat similar. So we've got OXVA next. Oxford. It's the Vativ. Yeah.
I'll go with Vativ.
The Bativ. That sounds fucked, doesn't it?
Now, interestingly, this pod is actually a pod tank, but the mod does something incredible. Oh, I don't know.
That green one looks nice.
That right weren't what I was supposed to save, so fuck knows what I've missed. That's obviously something to do with the power. They're saying theirs does longer and shit. But this is what's quite cool on it. It's a pod tank, and it's got the 18650. Boring.
Also, it's
A step forward. Is it a step forward?
yeah.
Something different.
Mine comes over the next couple of days. It's been sent out.
Now, this is quite interesting because there is 3 different versions of this kit, I believe.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it is quite interesting what they've done, and I think it's on a video, so I'm going to have to stop sharing. I'll open the video, and then I'll start sharing again, because you've got to see the video, because I was pretty impressed with what they've done.
There is only 26 eligible. I can't talk. There's only 26 people putting for the giveaway. Eligible, Aiden, for the giveaway. So please put Rochford in if you want a chance to win, and only put it in once.
Oh, what?
Oh, what?
He said there's only 26 eligible people.
See, even you're having trouble then.
I said eligible perfectly.
Eligible.
Eligible. It won't let me show you, so I'm going to
Crotchford.
Explain it. Where have you gone, Zoom? It won't let me show you because Zoom shit. So I'm going to have to show you. Basically, what this pod does is, if you see here, zoom in so you know exactly what I'm on about. This rim comes out.
Yep.
And there's a 810 pin in top. 810, yeah, that's right, 810. And what that pin does is it allows the pod to slide on. So instead of having a pod mod or 810 mod or a little faffy bit that you just bang in top, they've actually created it in reverse. So as normal, it's got a 510, 810 connection on top. 510. It's 510. 510 connection on top.
810.
Yeah,
It's a drip
it's got a
tip.
510 connection on top. Basically, normal pod mods obviously have the pod port, and then you put an adapter into it. This is a 510 connection, but it's got an adaptation for a pod to slide onto it.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
so
Mr.
it's
B's looking all
so
unimpressed.
It's basically a Drag X Plus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait,
No,
no.
well,
That's
no,
what I'm
because
thinking.
the actual pod is like a pod what you'd get, for
Yeah.
like a Geek Vape pod.
This slides off, and it slides
Yeah.
onto the mod, so it's one solid thing.
Yeah, so it's one big square pod.
Right, yeah.
It's not a
But
pod
it's not
tank.
it isn't too different. It's just re-engineered slightly different. Does the same job.
Well, I think we've done something completely different to what everyone else has done.
This,
Completely
to
different.
me, is a case of it's like that, but it's not.
Yeah.
And that's the way it is.
If I could show you the video, you'd understand a little bit better, and you'd be a bit more on side rather than just being negatudes.
Oh, I'm not negative. It's
No,
good.
you are. You're negative.
There you
do
go.
like
There you
the
go.
look
That's
of it,
better.
though.
You can see it. Can you see- that's better. Now you can see. You see what I mean? It's a different. It's not like an actual pod tank. It's actually a pod. You can see on the right hand side.
I
that-
blame that down to Harley's fucking explanation of that.
Yeah.
It weren't good enough.
I forgot I had this picture.
Yeah. So like I was saying, it's the same as the Geek Vape Boost sort of way of,
Yeah.
and it just slides on.
Yeah.
It slides on and it connects, and it becomes a pod mod rather than having a pod that you take out and put an adapter in, so it's a mod. No, this actually is a mod. But can become a full-fledged pod.
let's
Mod.
just read. The one on the left is what? A 510 connection. The one on the right is a slide-on mod.
Yeah, but the 510 connection stays on from what I've seen. All you do is take this little bit of metal off the back
Yep.
and slide that onto it. So
Right,
all that
yeah,
is
the
a bit of
five-
a protector.
Right. So the one on the left, I can put any tank on. The one on the right, I can only put that pod on.
No, it's the same. It's the same mod,
Same thing. The 510 bit is on the right hand side.
and
of-
the bit
left
slides
pitch
off.
is on the right hand side. Yeah. The 510 stays on. I get what you mean now.
So,
Right.
so the bit that you can see underneath on the left-hand side with the pod tank, that bit
Yeah.
comes off, and then you swap it over and slide the pod tank on.
Yeah.
So you can have a normal,
So
you can have a normal tank on the with the.
That's what I was saying. So you can, on the left-hand side, you can have a normal. I can have a fat rabbit on the left-hand
Yeah,
side.
you can. Yeah,
And then I take that little piece off, and I can put the pod on the right-hand
yeah,
side.
that's it. Yeah,
So realistically, you don't have to have that little slit in there. If the 510 bit stays on that right hand bit of the mod, you wouldn't. Yes, you would put it on, but you wouldn't have to.
Yeah, but
yeah, but it looked
you
fucking
don't have to
stupid.
put
You'd have
that
a great
back
big
on.
gap, wouldn't you?
It's just a bit of a
yeah.
protection / trimming vanity type
Yeah.
thing. It's not really essential to the mod at all. It just helps it look
It
better
just looks
and
nice.
stay protected. And next we've got the Geek Vape Boost.
And did they bring
Yay!
that out like 16 years ago?
Yeah, but this is a B100. Yay!
Hey, that's new. Fuck off.
That is a nice little bit of kit, that though. I've still got one.
It
Yeah,
is
but
the
it's
third
you.
one.
I've
What's
reviewed
the
that.
difference with the other ones?
Well, I've searched for B100 on the website and it won't come up. I've seen a website bragging about it yesterday, but it's just been launched.
All right.
Fuck off, that's new.
I haven't seen that yet.
Is it called the Pro 100?
If it's the
No, it's
Pro,
called
that is
B100.
out at the moment.
That's the Pro, isn't it?
This is a B100.
Look very similar to it looks the same as the Pro. Whether it's
Same as
different colours
everything
or
else
not.
I've done for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't know actually. That bit at the top below the pod looks.
Well,
Say,
the updated
the anodized bit looks deeper.
the updated the airflow on the 100, the Pro 100. I'm not quite sure. I've not heard anything. I've had nothing.
No.
It's 21700. That's new, so it's the 21700 instead of the 18650.
Yeah.
We talked about that when they released it, that it should have been a 21700. So
Yeah.
they've now done it. So all them people who have now bought, say 9 months ago, bought the one with an 18650. It's now a 21700. It's wrong that.
You gotta love the practice, though, aren't you?
Yeah,
You
it's
gotta
just
fucking
wrong
love
that.
it, man.
Big shout out to Harley for the tech. You're an absolute star, buddy. We have got 31 eligible users for the. I said it. For the Rochford project. Get it in there, people. Make sure you stick them thumbs up. It gets us in the algorithms and all that lovely stuff. So then, I think it's your last chance. Get them in. Well,
Get
time.
him in, son. Get him in.
If you bear with me 1 minute, I'll show you exactly what I meant.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I got what you meant. Well, yeah, once we worked it out.
right then. Nobody else. I'm gonna roll this. Roll it. Simon Townsend is the winner. Well done, buddy.
Yay! Congratulations and celebrations.
Do you want it?
You got it.
Vapes at gmail.com. If you want it, Simon, send me an email, littlebrovapes@gmail.com, buddy, and we will sort you out.
I'm showing you.
Nice to see you, Mike.
There you go. That's what I meant. So
Yeah.
that other bit literally just covers that area there while the pod slides on. You know,
Yeah.
Mr. B's not even looking.
Yeah.
Ignorant.
I
shit.
am looking.
There you go. I feel better now.
So, like I said, it's coming in the next couple of days, so we'll have a little look at it. It's something a little bit different, isn't it? Something a little bit different. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, next week we are going to be doing an auction. There will be a couple of other guests being on. It will be a good old giggle. I can't talk. Giggle. It's just one of the days. I am absolutely cream crackered. I'm tired. And I've got a Patreon meet after this. I'm looking forward to that. It's probably the first. It's probably the first sober Patreon meet I've ever done.
Oh Jesus!
Well, we normally have like a really good beer, all of us. We're normally on for quite a few hours having a good old giggle. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Patreon meet. Well, it's come down to that part of the evening. It's time to say goodbye, people. Don't forget to look over on the Urban LBV channel as well, and the link for the Sober October is at the top of the chat. Harley, say your goodbyes, brother.
Hi, people. Chat, you've been delightful. And if people on the comments and stuff, you were great too. If you're watching on replay now, don't forget to bang down into the comments and leave a comment for myself to read out. Chat, be here next week because we love you and we need you. You're great. Finn, it's been delightful, sir. Thank you for helping me out with my disposable questions.
No problem.
Mr. B, you're great. Aiden.
Oh, fuck yeah. Compliments.
That's it. I'm done.
Over to the one and only Mr. B.
Harley must be pissed. You're great too. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Finn, for turning up, and thank you for taking the piss out of me last night. Thank you for everything. You're awesome. Thank you all, chatters, for joining us. Without you, we would just be three idiots talking into a microphone. We do that anyway, but still, you make it more fun. And thank you to El Jefe for allowing me to come back for another week on your show.
You wanker. Over to the wonderful Finn. Say your goodbyes, brother.
Thank you for having me on tonight. Thank you for the chat. It's been full, as always, with me normally in it. It's been a while. I'm trying to get on here for a while. It's been great talking to you. A lot of banter going on as well, so it's been good fun. Cheers.
It's been a great show. Thanks so much for coming on, Finn. You're an absolute star, mate, and I'll be seeing the shop over the next couple of days. Big shout out to everybody in chat. You are a bunch of stars. Thank you so much to our moderators for looking after us and making sure that we are nice and safe. It is always nice. It's been quite nice. We've had no old dickheads in, have we, tonight, which has been good.
I think we've all been ranched up and fucked off, haven't we?
That's it, which is good. It's good. Big love to everybody. Look after yourselves, and we will see you next week. Don't forget the Sober October links above there. If you can't donate anything, give it a good old share. And get over to the Urban LBV as well for the vlogs. The vlog will be out 9 o'clock straight after this show, so go and check that one out. Also, Friday, don't forget to come and check me out on the 510 radio. I did my first show last Friday, which was absolutely brilliant. So make sure you check the 510 radio out. You can get that on Mixcloud. Big love to you all. Don't forget to join us next week. There will be an auction and lots of giggles. And I'm in the last week next week. And then that's it done. It's gone so fast, hasn't it, this Sober October?
It has. I'm wanting October to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, because the eyebrows are going.
My eyebrows are on loan right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can't wait for that.
I can't wait for that either. The eyebrows.
I'm going to look like a condom with a face on again.
Either that or one of them, you know, them blow up things you see outside shops that do that.
What, the Weebles?
Yeah. Big love to you all. Look after yourselves. Yeah, Mr. Humpty Dumpty.
Even Mr. Dumpty has eyebrows.
Don't forget to get over and see Benny Vapes on the Mixing channel. Big love to you all. Look after yourselves, and we'll see you next week. Good night.
Good night-a.
For Pete's sake!
That's what he said. WTF?